Hey, what's up, world? Welcome to another episode of A Minute with Miles, where we focus on positivity, progress, and power. So today we're going to be talking about a topic that a lot of people like to discuss. Some people not so much, but a lot of people like to discuss this, right? We're going to be talking about money. Chips, cheddar, fetty, guap, walla. Right? And the thing about money is this, right? If you have a negative opinion about money before you actually experience what life is like when you have money, 9 times out of 10, you're gonna just look at it all the fuck wrong, right? 9 times out of 10, you're gonna look at money as a negative thing. You're gonna look at the people that have money as a negative thing, right? So growing up, I would often hear people that, to my knowledge, didn't have a lot of money and weren't living the type of lifestyle of a rich person, right? They would say things like, money's not everything. You know, I don't need all that, different things like that, right? Now, true, God is the very most important thing. Without God, we have nothing. He says in the Bible, seek ye first the kingdom of God, and I will add all these things unto you. And money's included in that, right? But besides God, good health, and good people around you, like your family, your children, your loved ones, people that you actually care about, it's not a lot of things more important than money, man. I'm going to tell you like that, right? So money is an amplifier. Money is an amplifier. I'm sure you've heard this before. If you're a shitty person, right, and you're not even doing good things with the little bit of money that you do have, first of all, that's probably why you broke, right? God knows where to send his blessings to, right? But the other side of it is, if you're a shitty person, you just going to be more of a shitty person, right? It's not going to change you overnight to be some saint and, you know, some holier than thou individual that's just running around saving the world. No, you wasn't shit when you had $40 and you still ain't shit when you got this meal ticket, right? But on the other hand, if you're a good person, right, and you like to help and you like to do positive things, right, money ain't nothing but a freedom ticket, like they say, right? So, okay, the analogy I would always use like this, right? Money ain't nothing but an option. That's what I look at every dollar as an option, right? So if you're hungry and you got $5 to your name, there's a very limited amount of things that you can go get to eat, right? You're probably going to be limited to something at the dollar menu, if they even still got the dollar menu at McDonald's, right? Jack in the Box, Taco Bell, you know what I'm saying? Or maybe going to the grocery store, get some beans and rice and try to make that work, right? Which ain't nothing wrong with none of those options, right? But if you get hungry and you're a multi-damn millionaire, you could jump on a motherfucking plane, a red eye, and go to New York to get a ribeye. You know what I'm saying? Just because that's just what you want right now. You know what I'm saying? You can go to, you know, Thailand and get some of the best Thai food that anybody's ever had in their life. You know what I'm saying? Money is an option. But the thing about that too is, even if you want to just go to the dollar menu, you can still go to that dollar menu, but you have the choice, you have the option, you have the opportunity, because you can't afford it. But don't think that money is a bad thing. Poor people say that money is bad. Those are the only people that I've ever heard say that money is bad, or, you know, money brings this type of evil thing, or whatever case. Money is the root of all evil. Yeah, the fuck right. No, it's not. Depending who got it, right? I know a lot of people that have money and that have helped many people with the money that they had. And I know people that got very little money that have fucked over the people that they know with the little bit of resources that they did have. So the money isn't evil, it's the individual, right? So, and the other thing too is this, right? A lot of the times you gotta listen. You gotta pay attention to the motherfucker that's actually giving you this information, right? If somebody that don't have money or hasn't never had a significant amount of money, they have no right to tell you that money isn't important. You've never seen the other side of life. You have no fucking idea, right? You don't know what it's like to be able to get up and go wherever the fuck you want, whenever the fuck you want, dressed however the fuck you want, driving whatever the fuck you want. You ain't never did that. You never did that. So how the fuck are you gonna tell somebody money ain't everything? Bull fucking shit. Long as I got my good health and I got my family, then I'm good. But nigga, immediately after that, it's some motherfucking money, right? Because money and the lack of it and how you respond to that is really a character trait. It tells you everything you need to know about a person. Right now, there are some individuals that don't have money, or they come into a hard time and make a bad investment, whatever the case is, and they're scrambling. That's me, right? Now, I'm gonna risk it all. I'm an entrepreneur. That's what we do. We take risks, right? Now, I'm gonna risk it all. I'm gonna put all my motherfucking cards on the table. But if it come back bump, oh no, we gonna figure something out right now. Because we gotta get some type of money flowing around this motherfucker. We ain't finna just be flat. No, we ain't gonna do that. We can't do that. And then there's other people, it's like, yeah, well, you know, I don't have no money right now. So, you know, it just is what it is. That's an individual that's telling you that they are content with lack. They are content with less. They are content with not being comfortable, because money just makes you more comfortable. That's all it is, man. That's all it is, man. If you flat broke and you got a whip and you tired and you ain't got nowhere to go, you gonna be sleeping in that motherfucking car. I done did that shit. It's tiring. It's exhausting. That shit is not cushiony. But I done also had enough motherfucking money to sleep at the Four Seasons, and I will pick the Four Seasons every time. And if you say you wouldn't, you're a fucking liar. Right? So the thing that really woke my game up to really understand that I like luxurious items was the first time I met my father in my near adult life, my teenage life, right? So as y'all know, I was raised predominantly by my mother and my grandmother, right? Pops wanted to be there. Moms kind of kept him away, man. We ain't gonna get into all that, man, but it was some crazy shit going on, whatever the fuck. Long story short, I got to getting in trouble around 12-ish, and they like, man, we gotta get back around his daddy. He need a father around now, whatever the case is, right? So we moved back to the A where I was born at. So boom, I meet my dad. Now we pull up in an olive green Chevy Venture minivan, which was nice. I'm not gonna cap and act like it was a piece of shit. Mom's work. She kept her bag together, kept us with a decent spot, kept the threads, decent, all that. I'm not gonna bash and talk about like, I was just down bad or whatever the fuck it is. But she was thinking, practically, right? Then we pull up in this minivan. I'm looking around and shit, like, where this nigga at, man? You know what I'm saying? Where the fuck Pops at? This nigga pull up, powder blue BMW with peanut butter guts. Now, up until this point, I had never really understood why I thought differently than a lot of the people that I was around, even the kids, even the adults, right? I would know for a fact, like, even though I'm thankful for everything that I have, I know there's more. I know there's another side to this shit. I know it's some shit that I'm just not getting. I'm not seeing right now, right? I know for a fact there's more to this shit. There has to be. This ain't it. This ain't life, right? Again, no shame to my family, motherfuckers did the best they could, right? But I knew, like, man, it gotta be something else. And also to that point, I had never been inside a luxury vehicle, a foreign luxury vehicle. I've ridden in Cadillacs and shit or whatever the case, but I'm 12, 13 years old and never sat inside a Mercedes or a BMW, right? And my daddy pull up, man, cool. Shout out to Pops, man, RIP, he gone, you know what I'm saying? But he was a cool nigga. Pops pull up, chop it up moms real quick or whatever, and then he like, come on, son. Then we hop in the car, we riding. I'm like, nigga, this shit different. Nigga, this leather soft in a bitch. Nigga, these speakers sound a little different. You know what I'm saying? The windshield wipers is automatic. The seatbelt handed itself to a nigga. Okay, I fuck with it. Okay, I like that. Next time I seen this nigga, he pull up in a gold BMW. I'm like, okay, Pop's fucking around. You know what I'm saying? I didn't never get the chance to really know him that well. Those are the only two times I saw him at the age that I could remember. And then after that, I went into the streets. We moved back to Cali. I was running around, whatever the case, and the next thing I knew, I heard he died. You know what I'm saying? And that's just how that went. But it left such an impression on me. It left such an impression. That's why, man, I always tell motherfucker, man, you ain't gonna be the best till you see the best, man. Expose yourself, expose your children, expose your loved ones to things that seem outside of their reach. Exposure is everything, because up until that point, I didn't even think it was possible. I thought BMWs and Mercedes and shit was for white people. Like, we don't get those. That's for them. That's for, the motherfuckers on the other side of town. You know what I'm saying? I never knew it was possible for a black man to pull up in a motherfucking Mercedes that he owned, or a BMW that he owned, or motherfucker, let's push it up. Maserati's cheap now. But, Maseratis, you know what I'm saying? Goddamn Lexuses, you know what I'm saying? Bentleys, Ferrari. Nigga, what is this? What is this shit we got? What is this? Oh, we can do that? Okay, I'm gonna do that. That's what the fuck I'm gonna do that. That's what I want, right? So what happened was, like I told you, we moved back to Cali. We had moved back to the A where I was born at, and then we moved back to Cali where I'm really from, man. I was raised in California. I was born in the A, went back for a couple years, kicked it with Pops and them, and then slid back out this way, right? Boom. So now I'm fucking around. I'm in the streets. I'm doing shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm a little nigga. You know what I'm saying? I jumped off the porch, knee high to a motherfucking butterfly, man. I was a little guy. You know what I'm saying? I put it like this. I was outside busting moves and getting money when a lot of niggas was trying out for the motherfucking junior varsity football team, if you want to put it like that. You know what I'm saying? When niggas was supposed to be, what is it? Freshman, sophomore, motherfuckers supposed to be sophomores and juniors and shit like that. Nigga, I was outside, nigga. Collecting a check, man. You know what I'm saying? And then I got to the point, I'm like, okay, I'm having a little bit of this shit now. And I started out, you know what I'm saying, getting my little bullshit, getting my feet wet, man, copping my little whips. That's how I measure my success. What kind of tax bracket am I looking for cars at in? Right? Okay, so boom, I started off. The very first car I remember having that I drove, it was like a 1980 something Chevy Caprice wagon, and I bought that motherfucker for $400. And I think the nigga that sold it to me had did some other shit in it the other night, because I was pulling out a gas station one night and the nigga was like, hey man, that's a woo woo, it got the tire, the other tire on the other side fucked up, or it's a different tire or whatever. I'm like, yeah. He like, where you from, bro? I'm like, man, I'm from woo whatever. He was like, oh, okay. So obviously I wasn't a nigga involved with the shit, but I think the nigga sold me a car after he did some fuck shit. Cause I mean, $400 even 10-15 years ago, that, you know, that's a little cheap, whatever. Long story short, I went from that to some other shit, from that to some other shit, to some other shit, to some other shit. Then by the time I'm 19, I'm like, man, I'm finna go get me a Benz. You wanna know why? Cause I know I can get one now. I'm 19 years old, nigga, and I'm telling my mama seeing me, you know, coming and going, fucking around, I'm playing with little cheese here and there, whatever the case it is. And then I pull up in the Benz. Now she gotta respect something. Okay, this nigga, he all right. Okay, cool. Nigga, a couple years after that, nigga, I felt like the coolest motherfucking nigga, man. Cause at that point, my daddy was still alive, but I had lost contact with him again, man. I just hadn't talked to him, whatever, man. But man, wouldn't you motherfucking know it? Nigga, my daddy showed me some shit, nigga. Probably, at that point, probably like 8, 9, maybe 10 years prior, right? Nigga, I got the same BMW, the newer version, nigga. I'm elated. You know what I'm saying? I got a baby blue BMW with peanut butter motherfucking guts, and I'm barely old enough to buy liquor league, right? And I just remember how I felt. I'm like, okay, I see why my daddy fuck with these things. I see why he like this shit. This shit makes sense. Nigga, you know, my shit was a 2002. And at the time when I bought it, I think the year was like, I don't know what the fuck year was, but it wasn't that old. But all I'm knowing is my shit got buttons, bells, and whistles. Your shit don't got, cutty. You know what I'm saying? And I'm pushing these bitches, and I'm fucking with this motherfucker, and I'm riding. I got the music up, man. The speakers sound a little different in here. I love that, right? And then from there, you know, I moved on, got some other shit, you know, more Benzes, more Porsches, and all this and that, whatever the fuck it is. Who cares, right? But boom, I'm saying that to say this, right? Nigga, when I was in that time of my life, that's when I realized, I'm like, man, hey, I got to keep me some chili. I got to keep some chicken, man. It ain't no way. I don't want to not be able to do this, man. Motherfucker get up, you know, on a random motherfucking Tuesday. You know what I'm saying? Go get flied in a motherfucker, spray some Dolce & Gabbana cologne on, man. Pull some shoes out of a box that I ain't even wore, that stacked on top of some other shoes in a box I ain't even motherfucking wore. Excess means success to me. If I got more than I motherfucking need, then I'm doing all right, right? And then I can get up, nigga, and go hop in a beautiful car, nigga, that not a lot of people my age got, not a lot of people in general got, and I can go shopping and go buy what the fuck I want right now. Then after that, I'm gonna have myself a nice little lunch wherever the fuck I want to go eat it at. You know what I'm saying? And you know what? I'm tired of being around here, man. I'm about to book a motherfucking flight. I'm gone. I'm about to go to Manhattan for a little bit, man. I'm gonna be in Philly. I'm gone, right? I wish I would have known about international traveling back then, because man, I would have towed that shit up too. You know what I'm saying? But nigga, once I got the exposure, once I transitioned from not doing that shit no more, or any type of crime or whatever, and I'm doing legal shit and I'm hustling, I'm making business, that's where my drive comes from. That's where the ambition comes from. God, let me get a taste. I just want a little nibble. Let me just get a little taste. That's all. I ain't trying to make no noise, man. Just let me get a little taste, right? And once I got that taste, it was over with. And that's what made it easier for me to stay motivated when I was sleeping in the motherfucking car. You know what I'm saying? When I didn't have no food to motherfucking eat. When I did have to go to the gym to take a shower because I didn't have nowhere to go, right? When I was wearing the same clothes for 3 and 4 days in a row. Nigga, even in those times, nigga, I was working because I saw it. I'm like, nigga, I'm going to get back over there. This shit over here, man, hey, man. I can do it. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna have to continue doing it, but I can do it. Thank God that I'm strong enough mentally to be able to handle this shit. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go ahead and knock it out, nigga. But this ain't it, cuz I'm not tapping out, man, because I could have just went back to my motherfucking mama house. You know what I'm saying? Pulled that pull-out bed out, man, and went to sleep on that motherfucker, man. Got me a little minimum wage gig and just push whatever, nigga. When I did stack the motherfucking money, now check this out. I'm borrowing my mama's car and sleeping in it simultaneously to work work at DoorDash because I had nothing, right? And this is how real it is. I'm gonna tell you the real, nigga. On the way coming back to where she picked me up from, right? I knew I didn't have no car. I didn't even expect her to let me use her car, so I appreciate her for letting me do that. Nigga, I'm like this. I need an iPhone and a bicycle. That's all the fuck I need, and I'm gonna figure it the fuck out. I don't give a fuck if I gotta sleep outside. My plan was this. Okay, so boom. This is why I tell you have a mindset where you never give up. Now, I'm coming from Southern California, driving up Northern California, and I want an iPhone. I don't want no fucking Android. My mama like, look, man, just get a phone. Just get a phone so you can do DoorDash, do your shit. Like, you making this more complicated than that to be. I want an iPhone. You're not gonna find no iPhone, Miles. It's almost 10 o'clock at night. Ain't nobody ever. Yeah, okay. Whatever. Boom, stopped in Fresno. Somebody had an iPhone. Bought that motherfucker with my last, I think, $100 and something or whatever the fuck it is. Next, I'm looking for a bike. I'm in the free section looking for a bike. I'm like, mama, look, check this out. I'm about to go, I need you to take me to go pick up this bike, take me to Target so I can get me a backpack, and then drop me off. And I'll see you shit in a couple months. And I'm gonna have a car and I'm gonna be all right. So shout out to my mama. She was like, nah, man, she had just retired or whatever. She was like, man, you can take my car or whatever. But I was gonna thug it. I got to get back over there. I just told you that. I got to get back over there. I'm not finished. Man, look. So anyway, boom. I'm sleeping in the transit station and the BART station. If y'all familiar with Northern California, the Bay Area, the BART station is the transit system out here. Similar to MARTA or the subway in New York, right? MARTA is in Atlanta. So boom. Nigga, I get the motherfucking, my mama let me borrow her car. I'm doing a DoorDash, sleeping in the car, doing a DoorDash, sleeping in the car. Now, even in that moment, I'm stacking though. I'm stacking. And then boom, I came up on a little broad that had the peas and shit or whatever. So man, we went and got a couple of them and knick-knack paddywhack, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. Boom. So now I'm faked up. I'm all right. You know what I'm saying? I got a few little racks stacked up. I'm still sleeping in the vehicle. And then boom, COVID hit. So now the gym even closed. So now I'm walking around stanking around this motherfucker. What I did, nigga, I'm like, boom, I could take these few racks I got. I go put a deposit on an apartment and you know, whatever. But I'm believing in the vision so much. I'm believing I'm gonna get back over there so much. I'm like, nah, I ain't gonna do that. I need some money. I need some motherfucking money coming in. Because I know what that feels like. I know what this shit feels like. I don't want to do this. So instead of getting an apartment, dumbass nigga, I don't even say dumb. I think it was a good decision. I went and bought a BMW SUV. And I bought the BMW SUV for me to like floss and ride around in and go on my dates and shit if I'm fucking with a bitch or something. And then I had the little Mitsubishi that I was just DoorDash in because it was good on gas, right? So boom, I get these cars and then boom, I'm literally laying in the trunk of a car at the time, right? I'm telling myself, man, I'm not gonna spend no money getting an apartment because then I'm gonna be trapped, right? Being homeless is actually a cheat code if you really think about it. If you got the stomach for it, if you want to eliminate all your bills and just stack money for a certain amount of time, bro, get homeless. Go homeless. Give your spot away. Give your landlord the keys back. I don't live here no more. I'm out, right? Because I save so much fucking money, but I'm like, I know for a fact if I lock into a contract with an apartment, then I'm going to have to come up with their fucking rent no matter what. And that's going to keep me in this perpetual state of going in this circle because I'm going to have to work, pay the rent, and then work and pay the rent. And that's all the fuck the money's going to do. I'm never going to really be able to stack something significant that I could do something with. So I'm like, nah, fuck it. I'm thugging. I'm going to stay in the car. That's what I'm going to do. Fuck it. So I'm staying in the vehicle, right? But I'm laying in the car. Okay, at this time, I had got rid of the Mitsubishi and I had a Toyota Echo, but I still had the BMW truck, right? So if anybody familiar with the Toyota Echo, the back seats fold down completely, like basically flat all the way against the seat, right? So I would slide the front seats up, nigga, lay them back seats down, and I tuck my head in through the trunk, lay down, put the sleeping bag over me, and that's how I would sleep, like this, right? So I'm laying there like that, fucking around on my phone. Man, I gotta do something. Something told me, man, look for a property in this particular area. I so happened to find somebody that was willing to sell some property at Owner Finance. If you're not familiar with Owner Finance, man, y'all gonna have to join the improvement institution. I got game on all that real estate investments, you know, health, wealth, you know what I mean, fashion, all that shit, man. But improvement institution coming soon, man. Y'all need to join and subscribe to that too. But anyway, long story short, man, I ended up buying some property. And literally less than 6 months from that present time, I had a spot. I had sold, I think, 2 houses at that point, and somebody else that gave me a little blessing over there. Long story short, I went from sleeping in the car and I got 100 rack liquid cash. Cause I believe it. Cause nigga, I've been over there. You haven't been over there. I've been over there. So I'm like, nigga, I gotta get back over there. And then boom, you know what I'm saying? I had my highs and lows, my ups and downs after that shit, made a few bad investments or whatever the fuck. But essentially that's my story of the how shit went or whatever, right? And I'm still investing in real estate from that first deal that I did, just on the simple fact that that's, you know, I just kept that shit rolling. I'm saying all that to say this. Get you some motherfucking money, man. Don't listen to nobody telling you that you don't need no money, man. Get you some motherfucking money, man. It's important, man. You want some lobster, man. You want some steak, bro. Get you some motherfucking money, man. For real. So, yeah, man, money is important, man. It's not the root of all evil. People are evil. Money's not evil. Money is an energy. Money has no personality. Money has no character flaws. Money has no intention. Money is just money, right? But get you some. And don't listen to a motherfucker you don't want to be like. This is A Minute with Miles. We focus on positivity, progress, power.